You know what I'm not going to do anymore? I am not going to stay in one sided relationships. I have done it most of my life. And one thing I have learned is that when you have a one sided energy exchange, it leaves you all the way empty. And guess what? Most of the time, those were situations where people weren't even holding a cup for me to fill. I was trying to pour myself into their wounds instead of having a reciprocal energy exchange. And I got used up. The battery was in the red, y'all, and it was not sustainable. And let me make it crystal clear for you. I am not talking about you have to love, care, support me my way, that I want you to do what I tell you to do, because that's about power. That's about dominion. That's about control. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about equal exchange, reciprocity, balance, alignment. That means that if I give you what you tell me and share with me that you need, and I'm talking about not just a person, y'all, it could be a place, like a job, or a thing. If I give you what you need and desire, then I expect the same in exchange. If I say what I need in order for me to be healthy and balanced, that it be understood and acted on. It's your girl Soraya coming to you with today's word. Balance exchange is everything. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. For real, y'all. One thing I'm starting to realize about our parents and grandparents, they felt obligated to stay in places where the energy wasn't flowing both ways. And that's a travesty, y'all. Like, for real. And like that is that cycle that I then took on, and that I decided, or I didn't decide, I subconsciously was programmed to carry. Where, like, not only would I just give and give and give and like not speak up to ask for what I needed, but I feel like I wasn't trying to take people on like where I can help you, I can save you, but it was like I saw somebody was hurting, and it's kind of like I took on the responsibility of healing their wounds. When I know now, I can't do that. Only they can say, because that is how this works. The divine is in each one of us, and we are our own heroes, y'all. No one else can save us. Like, this is for real. Avatars, like, you're, as in this human flesh, you're an avatar. You are a being of light. This is your game to level up. You the only one that got the codes to get to the next level, to jump. So you've got to play the game. And like, other people are there to like give you, guidance. They're there to like give you the coins. They're there to give you the codes to remember who you are, to know how to get past the level, to help you, to give you like little breadcrumbs or little biscuits to like feed you and nourish you. But ultimately, this comes to you. Like, seriously. And for the people that you decide to move with from level to level, it's very important that that love, that support, that tribe is going to be reciprocal moving with you. And this includes in a professional setting too, y'all, that you are appreciated, you know? So like, let this be your official permission slip as me being an agent of the Most High God, sent here to remind you of what you already know. You have the permission to seek your sacred balance. You got the permission to center yourself It is not selfish. This equal give and take, it isn't luxury. It's divine law. Because when energy moves both ways, we can start healing the way that we need to heal. And once we do that, then we can start building together. Because when we both take ownership of healing ourselves, and I'm talking about in a person to person. And like I said, this is not just romantic. I'm talking about all relationships, including places, right? Or things, establishments. When we take ownership of that, then we can say, okay, I'm whole, I'm sovereign, and we can build something new together versus people just benefiting from your presence, your energy, taking your energy and never feeding back into you. I know I got caught up into enabling, like where you give and give and give energy to your children, to people in need, and you think you're helping them. You think you're helping them by giving and giving and not ever letting them solve their own problems, by not letting them level up, by not letting them learn their lessons, by not letting them break their own cycles. That you are actually depriving them of the opportunity, of the journey, of them to level up their own energy. They can get your energy to help them, as a boost. It's like drinking one of these, I'm not promoting a bubbler, but it's like your energy can be like a bubbler or a Junie, like where you're going to give them a boost, but at the end of the day, they got to be responsible for pouring into their own cup. And now, if you're in a balanced exchange, and in order for everyone to thrive, you have and you develop a community or a workplace or an environment where it's based upon mutual respect and not dominion, and where if I'm giving you my energy, you gonna give me energy back, and it's not gonna be about who's right or wrong, or you gotta listen to me or not, about dominion or control. It's gonna be about respect. It's gonna be about reciprocity. It's gonna be like, how can we uplift each other? And this includes your children, y'all. They gotta understand this concept too. As a parent, especially when the kids get older. And I'm working on my teenagers. Like, you got to feed into mama too. Because mama has needs too. And if you want me, this is my own life, running you around, y'all, I haven't got my oldest yet a car. If you want me running you around, when I say, can you watch these boys for 30 minutes? I want to be met with no resistance and ease. We got to take care of each other. And one thing I did in the past is I didn't speak up. I expected people to show up the way that I did. But that's not real, because I wasn't voicing my needs to them. And I just kept giving them because I saw them struggling. Not necessarily that they needed my help. They didn't come with their cup and say, can you help fill it? I just poured. And then when there was nothing left of me, when I got depleted, when it started affecting my mental health and my physical health, all I could do was sit down and look kind of dumb. Like, I didn't even ask. But then I'm mad at everybody. No. You got to speak up for yourself. You cannot be silent when you see an unequal, balanced exchange. You have to talk. You can't feel resentful about it. And that communication is the first step, And so that's how I really encourage you to begin to kind of first ask yourself, are any of your relationships out of balance? Start there. Like, Are there any relationships that you're in that are out of balance? And then ask yourself, well, what do you need to feel balanced? And then whatever it is, be respectful, but be real. And be like, this isn't about me saying that you're doing anything wrong or you're not doing enough. This is me explaining to you what my needs are, how I need to be cared for, how I need to be loved, how I need to be appreciated, how I need to be valued. And this isn't balanced for me. And then for you to protect that energy, because spiritual currency is the real currency, y'all. To protect your energy, because your energy, if it's abundant, people around you, including your job, benefit from it. And when you leave, it's going to go right with you. And if they can't honor it, their ego, doesn't let them understand what you're saying, or they're not willing to do those things, then you protect your peace. You protect your energy. And if you can't do it right away, think through how you can. Turn to the divine. Meditate, y'all. We're going to go back to the same place. Center yourself. Figure out if they cannot do what you need, is there an alternative? Is there something else that you can do to meet this balance? Is there another thing they can do to fulfill that need? It might not be exactly what you think it is. So pray to God about what it is, especially if that person is balanced in every other respect. If they can't meet it exactly how you are asking, then also ask them. I know you do things differently. Or ask your job. I know that things are done differently, but this is a need I have, and so help me come to a place where we can be more balanced, since you've told me what you need and I ain't showing up. You feel me? We got to invest when there's a spiritual return. And that is the path forward. So with that said, I'm going to end us with how we always do, with an affirmation. I honor balanced exchange. I give with grace, and I receive with ease. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Peace out.